Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Let me begin by asking you a simple question. Have you ever searched for the information on the Google to solve a problem? Or wondered why some people become sick while others remain healthy? If you have asked such questions, then you have already taken the first step towards the research. But is every research called research? Let's find out. Research is often described as a journey from the known to unknown. We already know many things about the world, but there are still countless questions waiting to be answered. Research is the process of exploring these unknown areas and discovering the new knowledge. It is a voyage of discovery that helps us to understand things why we did not know these things before. Research begins with a curiosity. Think about young children. They constantly ask questions like, why is the sky blue? Or why do birds fly? This natural curiosity is driving force behind the research. Every important scientific discovery started because someone was curious enough to ask a question and search for the answer. Research is also an attitude and an experience. It teaches us to observe carefully, think critically, and then learn both success and failure. So, research is also an attitude and an experience. It teaches us to observe carefully, think critically, and learn from both success and failure. Sometimes our ideas are proven correct, and sometimes they are not. Even when an experiment does not give an expected results, it still adds to our knowledge and helps us to understand the problem better. Another important feature of research is critical thinking. Instead of accepting information without a question, a researcher asks, is there evidence? How was the conclusions reached? Can the results be verified? Research encourages us to think logically and make decisions based on the facts rather than assumptions or opinions. Research is a careful and scientific inquiry. It is a systematic search for the relevant information on a specific topic. It follows an organized process that includes identifying a problem, collecting the data, analyzing the information, interpreting the results, and drawing the conclusions. Because every step is carefully planned, research produces reliable and dependable results. The main purpose of the research is to find answers to questions, solve the problems, and gain fresh insights. It helps us discover new facts and create a new knowledge. Whether it is developing new medicines, improving farming methods, protecting the environment, understanding the human behavior, research plays an essential role in improving our lives. A simple way to understand the research is to think of it as an unanswered question followed by a clear answer supported by the evidence. In other words, research begins with a question, finds an answer through the systematic investigation, and uses the data to support the answer. Without evidence, conclusions remain only opinions. It is important to remember that research is not the same as common sense. Common sense is often based on the personal experience or what people generally believe. The research, however, is objective, systematic, purposeful, reproducible, and based on the scientific evidence. If another researcher repeats the same study using the same methods, similar results should be obtained. In fact, as all of us perform small form of research in our daily lives, before buying a mobile phone, we compare different models, read reviews, and collect the information before making the decisions. The difference is the scientific research follows a much more organized method, and the findings are documented and published for others to verify and use. Finally, remember that published research is the foundation of the scientific process. Without trustworthy and carefully tested research, we would have depend only on a personal experience, opinions, and second-hand information. Reliable research provides evidence that helps doctors treat patients, scientists make discoveries, government formulate policies, and society makes informed decisions. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe for more videos on research methodology and scientific writing.